So, what are the consequences of procrastination?
The effects of procrastination can be pretty amazing, actually.
And if you're smart, you're going to use this video to put off doing something much less important.
And we'll help you put the pro in procrastination. I'm Kevin Patterson.
And I'm Paul Brown.
And today on Living with a Purpose Academy, we're talking about the hidden value of procrastination.
First of all, why not procrastinate? Carpe diem, seize the day.
Unpleasant tasks can wait till tomorrow because we don't even know if tomorrow will come.
And if it doesn't, would you really want to spend your last day working on something miserable?
Successful people routinely put things off.
Congress, for example, puts off cutting the budget by borrowing.
And that allows us to have everything we want now.
And if you keep putting off unpleasant tasks, what do you end up with? A happy life.
If it works in Washington, it can work for you too.
This is science, people.
Consider University of San Diego professor Frank Partnoy. He has a new book, Wait, The Art and Science of Delay. We're looking forward to getting the book, we just haven't got around to ordering it yet. In it, he talks about the benefits of putting off decision making until the last possible moment.
He said that the Greeks and the Romans were really big on putting things off.
The wisest leaders, he says, embraced procrastination.
They would basically sit around and think and not do anything unless they absolutely had to.
I mean, who wants to do anything if you don't have to?
You know this intuitively, and that's why you are a master procrastinator.
Too many people have lost touch with that inner voice the Romans understood.
Speaking of the Romans, they actually invented the word sort of.
Procrastinating is from the Latin word pro, meaning for, and cras, meaning tomorrow.
Think of it as being pro-tomorrow, a kind of forward planning.
Write down everything you really don't want to do today and schedule it for tomorrow.
Voila, you've got tomorrow's planning done.
If you use a digital calendar like Outlook, it makes it really easy because anything you don't do tomorrow will automatically roll over onto the next day.
It's the most efficient, worry-free planning method because you never lose track of the items you haven't done.
Which is all of them.
Then you can decide what, if anything, you actually want to do.
Stress-free, amazing. Decisions are so much easier when you don't have to make them.
When it comes to decisions, Professor Partnoy says it's actually a two-step process.
He says the first step is to ask, what is the longest possible amount of time I can take before doing this? I would say the longer the better.
The second is to delay taking action on making the decision until the last possible moment.
He has very practical advice about how to delay when you might feel pressured to make a decision quickly.
He says, and I quote Smithsonian Magazine, "Stare off into space."
And if you do this while holding a copy of Smithsonian Magazine, you will appear very smart.
And people will understand that decisions like this have to be put off.
There's more science on the benefits of procrastinating in psychology today.
Susanna M. Hallinan talks about active procrastination versus passive procrastination.
Active procrastination is putting off some things by actually doing other things, which sounds exhausting.
Passive procrastination is just doing nothing, and for some reason, she sees that as unproductive.
Ms. Hallinan, however, is a self-styled happyologist, so who are we to argue with an actual happyologist?
She points out, and I find this very true, that if you put many things off long enough, they won't have to be done at all.
And this is a great way of reducing the size of your evolving task list.
Just review it periodically and cross off the things that are no longer relevant.
Oil change? No longer relevant. Engine seized up last week.
Unpaid bills? Went to collection. Paid by phone.
Dental cleaning? It's almost time for the next one anyway.
You probably recognize this if you've ever tackled a pile of papers that was 3 months old.
1/3 of it is no longer relevant, and 1/3 of it didn't need to be done anyway.
And the other third, you can catch up on tomorrow.
Seriously though, procrastination is a gift.
Hallinan points out, and rightly so, that we procrastinate on the things that we are not passionate about.
So if you're looking for your passion in life, here's a clue. You probably won't find it in the things you're putting off.
Take note of the things that you routinely procrastinate on, and then see what you can get out of doing altogether.
Maybe procrastination is telling you that isn't something you want in your life.
Note, if you're in a relationship or want to be, this should not include personal hygiene.
Even the Romans had baths.
Howard Gardner writes about multiple intelligences.
I think procrastination is an undiscovered genius, a kind of higher intelligence.
Maybe it is. It helps us to understand what we're not passionate about.
And it also gives us clues about what we don't know.
We often put off doing things because we don't know what to do or how to do them.
In that case, just do it would be stupid advice. I, for example, have several electrical repairs in my house I am putting off doing because I don't want to burn my house down or electrocute myself. As a general rule, anything important to daily living that you've been putting off more than 3 months should be done by someone qualified. Studies show that procrastinating makes you more creative.
So if you're struggling with procrastination, you may well be a creative person. Embrace it.
During all that time when you appear to be doing nothing, creative ideas are simmering just below the surface.
And when the time comes, they will erupt like Mount Vesuvius.
Then, or soon anyway, you will embrace your nature as a master procrastinator. And if you need more help procrastinating, check out the playlists above.
I'm Paul Brown.
And I'm Kevin Patterson. And this has been Living with a Purpose Academy. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe.
Do it tomorrow. And we'll look forward to seeing you the next time. And people will understand that decisions like this have to be put off.
There's more bed. Dental cleaning? It's almost time for the next one anyway. Maybe I'll do that without morning. And this has been Living with a Purpose Academy. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe.
Do it.
When?
Tomorrow.